Hello there, it's Niall Horan and this is Music Lessons on BBC Radio 1. So, today I have the task of teaching you guys how to play my brand new single, Black and White, off my album Heartbreak Weather. And I'm going to try and teach you how to play an acoustic guitar, and I'm going to try and keep the theory to a minimum, and I'm going to try and teach it how I learned how to play the guitar, which is off YouTube. I still, to this day, have never had a guitar lesson. The guitar players could probably tell, because it's not the most, it's not the best way, but I get by and have enough for what I need it for, which is writing songs and playing live. But anyway, so I'm going to try and teach you how to play this song, if you would like, and you're going to need a couple of things. You're going to need a pick. A pick is quite important in this song, in both the verse and the chorus. And you're also going to need to tune your guitar into a tuning called Dadgad, D-modal as they like to call it. So if standard tuning on a guitar is E-A-D-G-B-E, this is going to be D-A-D-G-A-D. And just even open, it sounds lovely. To do a retune there myself. Okay, so for this one, you're also going to need to keep, for throughout the verse, you're going to need to keep the strings kind of muted. And to do that, you need to be able to place your hand, this part of your hand, across the bridge of the guitar. So just in front of the strings there, and try and mute the strings as much as possible. So for the verse, and actually a lot of the chords come early in the song. They just rotate throughout the song. So for the verse, you need your index finger on the third string up on the second fret. You also need this one. So you would slide up from there, from the second to the fourth on the same string. You're going to need to put on the sixth string, on the fifth fret, you're going to need to put your middle finger, and then your ring finger just pops below it. And what is effectively, if you were to play a normal E chord in normal tuning, you would play it like that. So just slide up to between the fourth and the fifth fret. So that first night we were standing at your door, and back down. Fumbling for your keys, then I kissed you. And then we added another chord now by going up to, in the same spot, going up to between the 6th and the 7th fret. So you just slide up. Ask me if I, and then you need to spread this out. So you need to just stretch this chord over 3 frets. So you need to stretch it up from, you go. So ask me if I wanna. So when you go to get to wanna, you need to play the same chord just stretched out over 3 frets. So you'd be going up to between 7 and 9. So you go, ask me on 6 and 7, ask me if I wanna come in. Ask me if I wanna come in. Sorry, I lost my way there for a second. Over 7 and 9, and then back down to your second chord of the song that you played on the 4th and 5th fret. So to recap, you need between 6 and 7. Over just the same chord, just stretch the touch, and that's the one to practice. Ask me if I wanna come inside. Back down to the 4th, cause we didn't wanna end the night. So you know what I mean? They're the same chords, but you bounce around a little bit. So that first time we were standing on 4 and 5 at your door, back down to 2. Fumbling for your keys, then I kiss you. Then the big one up here on between 6 and 7. Ask me if 7 and 9 come inside. 4 and 5 wanna end the night. Then you took my hand. Back up the same chords and I followed you. So that's your verse. Now your verse and your pre. It's just kind of, it's quite. Once you get your head around which way the chords go, there's a lot of back and forth, you know. Ask me if I wanna come inside, 'cause we didn't wanna end the night. Then you took my hand and followed you. 1, 2, and then we go into the chorus from there. Same chords, just played in different formats. So this chorus is simple. It's all of the chords we just did. You just need to open it up now. So I see us in black and white, stretched crystal clear in the starlit night, and all your gorgeous colors. I promise that I'll love you for the rest of my life. Say it again. I promise that I love you for the rest of my life. So the same chords from the verse, just played in a different pattern. And the chorus is always going to be those four, the first four that we learned basically. And that's the chorus. And then back to the verse, same again the second verse, same as the first verse. Now sitting here in your living room, telling stories while we share a drink or two. By the way, don't get angry at me when you're like, stop moving too fast. I've never done this before, so give me a bit of time. Just pause it. That's what I used to do. I used to look at a chord and then just press the space bar and just stop it. So get used to it after a minute. Second verse. Now sitting here in your living room, same again, telling stories while we share a drink or two. Same again, a vision I've been holding in. Try and make it obvious there on my fingers. See, can you see it? Over 7 and 9. There's a vision I've been holding in my mind. We're 65 in the US. When did I first know I always So, same chords again. You kind of always need, in the verse, you always need to just always think about your, I find what people do when they're meant to play open, like really, they get really like strict with their strumming, and they get like, so just do that do the opposite. You need to just free up your right hand and just concentrate what's going on down here, and then this will loosen up, and just kind of like forget about what your right hand is doing, and just think about the song. Think about what like you hear when you listen to that song, and maybe play along with Black and White, because you can clear in the verse. I'm always doing like the chuggy, and all you need to do for that is. And the downstroke is in the and then the chorus opens out to I see you. Forget about it. Now we move on to, so we've got the first verse and pre and the chorus, and then the second verse and the pre-chorus, and then we go back into the second chorus again. Open it out. And just leave it nice and loose. On the record itself, I tend to like lay in a bit, so it's a bit more. But when I do these, like I sit around and I play it acoustically, or I tend to just kind of chill into it. Okay, so for the bridge or the middle eight or whatever you call it, wherever you're from in the world, we're going to play the the bridge, which is I want the world to witness. So you would go down to this chord, the second chord we learned over the whole thing. So that E shape, just slid up to between 4 and 5. And I want the world to witness. The last chord, you remember? So between 4 and 5, up to 7 and 9, back down to 6 and 7. So, and I want the world to witness when we finally say I do. Keeps going around. So that's the whole section of the bridge, those 8 bars, and just kind of. I want the world to witness me finally say I do. It's the way you love, I gotta give it back to you. Sorry if this guitar has gone out of tune. It's quite a slippery tuning, and yeah, I've obviously been hitting it quite hard, so apologies. So you basically just keep going around there. For the whole bridge, and then just ring out the last but at night when I close my eyes. And then all around, just one strum over each bar. All the chords we've learned before, the chorus chords. I see us in black and white, crystal clear on a starlit night. There'll never be another. I promise that I love you. Back into the chorus. Outro, and there'll never be another. I promise that I'll love you for the rest of my life. Thank you for watching. I hope, I'm not sure if it was very good, but I hope it was, and I hope you learned something. You know, I didn't learn guitar music in theory, really. I just learned off by watching videos, I guess, like this off YouTube, and kind of watching where people's hands were and pausing, etc. And then kind of going from there. But I think I've explained it as well as I could without getting too theoretical and really complicating things, and kind of doing it in layman's terms, if you like. But I mean, hopefully that's enough. I hope you like the song, first of all. Go stream it, buy it, do whatever you need to do. But in the meantime, go and learn how to play it. So remember, pick, dadgad, muted verse, open big choruses, with the same chords. But once you figure out, have a play around, and once you can hear, play along with the song, and once you can hear where each of those chords are in the song, they're the same chords throughout the song. They go in different order. And once you can figure that out, you should be able to get this. Anyway, music lessons on Radio 1. See you soon, and stay safe, my lovers.